particle concentrations, when you do things like frying meat in oil, can reach higher concentrations than you'd find on a busy roadside.
When you think about air pollution, cars and busy roads are a given. So when Professor Carslaw told me indoor air pollution can be just as bad, that really put things in perspective.
But the good news is there's a lot you can do to control indoor air quality. And this video will help you start thinking about the pollution you generate indoors and how you can lower it. A useful starting point is to think about indoor air pollution in terms of smells from scented products.
If you can smell something, it probably means it's got a volatile organic compound in it, or VOCs you sometimes see them referred to. And those compounds are in fragrances, in spray-on deodorants, in so many things that we use indoors. And they will react. They're very reactive chemicals that can go on to form secondary pollutants. Many of the pollutants we create indoors through processes like cooking and cleaning are the same sort of pollutants that we'd meet outdoors. So if you're sensitive to outdoor air pollution, you'll also be sensitive to indoor air pollution. Children are more at risk, but it might have lifetime effects if you're exposed at a young age.
If you take deodorant, when you use a spray, a lot of it ends up in the air around you. So instead, by making a simple swap to a roll-on, you can lower your exposure.
And this rule of minimising fragrance in the air and swapping from spray to liquid can be applied throughout the home.
Cleaning along with cooking is one of the areas you can make the most difference with a few changes. And there are two key swaps for cleaning: choosing a liquid cleaner instead of a spray and opting for scent-free. And always try to clean in a well-ventilated area. If you live on a busy road, open windows that are away from the road if possible, and try to open them at times of day when there's less traffic. For cooking, there are lots of parts of the process that add to pollution.
If you use a gas cooker, for instance, you are automatically generating combustion pollutants, just like you would from a car engine.
So if you're buying a new hob, it might be worth considering electric or induction over gas, but there are lots more day-to-day changes you can make.
So we know that frying will produce a lot more particulate matter than if you are boiling or steaming. And we know that if you fry vegetables compared to frying meat, that also generates lower pollution.
Using an extractor fan while you're cooking can help remove fumes. These can be most efficient when you use the rings at the back of the hob.
Similarly, in the bathroom, if you have an extractor fan, using it can help improve air quality by preventing damp and mould. And drying your clothes outside instead of inside can also help. But if you have to do it indoors, again, aim for a well-ventilated space.
Now, as with gas cookers, you can think about wood or coal-burning fires as a source of combustion. So if you're thinking about replacing a fireplace, go for one that burns efficiently. And if you have a wood-burning stove, make sure you use seasoned wood or smokeless fuel.
And the same idea applies to candles.
What's happening when you burn a candle, you just have a constant combustion source. You can make particles, you can make nitrogen oxides from those candles. If you have scented candles, you're releasing those fragrances into the environment as well.
So the advice here is to use them sparingly in a well-ventilated area, or even switch to electric candles.
Now this advice, as with some of the other swaps we've mentioned, might come as bad news if you love things like scented candles or spray perfumes, but it's all about moderation. And by just being aware of indoor air pollution and how things you do can have an effect, you can start to make changes to improve its quality. For more videos answering your consumer questions, click the link on screen to subscribe to the Which YouTube channel.